My name is Jeff Morgan. I'm from Dallas, Texas. I just attended the Open Texas rally in Frisco. This is at the Frisco City Hall. There were a number of speakers here. One thing I did not hear a whole lot about was the Texas Constitution. The interesting thing that I find is that the Bill of Rights that are guaranteed to us in the state Constitution actually are stronger in many respects than the Bill of Rights that are given to us by the U.S. Constitution. The U.S. Constitution lays the bedrock. The Texas Constitution actually builds upon that. So we have specific rights in the state of Texas that maybe you don't have in a different state to the same degree. Texas state constitution protects these rights. Certain people that almost did not sign the Constitution of the United States because it did not contain a Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights had to be added to get enough people to sign the Constitution to pass the Constitution. These were rights that were guaranteed to people in our United States of America. We have, again, Bill of Rights in the state of Texas. And these Bill of Rights, either they mean something or they mean nothing. If these rights can be taken away from you indiscriminately by a governor, by a county judge, because now we have a pandemic taking place, the Bill of Rights are no guarantee of anything. The Bill of Rights are just something that are good suggestions. They are recommendations. The Bill of Rights we should assert. I do not believe that we need to be asking our government to open up Texas. I believe that as citizens of the state of Texas, we need to start asserting our rights. What we really need right now, in my opinion, is a mass civil disobedience. It was interesting listening to Trey Gowdy the other day about when governors or when judges or somebody like that overstep their boundaries. If we cannot find relief through the proper channels, civil disobedience, peaceful civil disobedience is a remedy that we should be able to exercise. We have the right to redress our government. We have the right to petition our government. We have a right to bring remonstrance to our government, not just at the federal level, but also here in the state of Texas. We need to quit begging Texas to open back up. We need people to just say, we have the God-given obligation to provide for our families, and that obligation gives us the right. The government is supposed to protect our rights, not take them away. When it comes down to the argument that the government needs to protect us from certain illnesses, if you go back and look at the data underlying the COVID-19 crisis, the pseudoscience might say that we need to strip people of their rights. The real science and the real data shows that by and large, the COVID crisis is not a crisis in Texas. Of course, there are people that have gotten sick, and of course, there are people that have died. Over 600 people have died in Texas due to the COVID-19 virus. But the other problem that we've not talked about is that for every single death that we've had in the state of Texas, we have now had over 2,200 people unemployed. 2,200 people unemployed for every single death in the state of Texas. We need to be asking ourselves, is this a legitimate trade-off? By and large, the people that have COVID-19 will recover. Currently worldwide, as of yesterday morning, there were 1.8 registered cases, 1.8 million registered cases. 1.74 of those cases were considered mild. Only 60,000 of the 1.8 million were considered severe. Recently, due to more testing, they found out that many people have had COVID-19, more people than what we thought. What that means is this: the threat of COVID-19 has decreased. It has not increased, it has decreased. There are people that are building immunities. In most cases, in many cases, people don't even know that they have the disease. In many, many cases, it is a very minor thing that they can get over. If you are an elderly person, if you are part of the at-risk population, of course you should protect yourself, and we should protect the at-risk people, and we should protect the elderly. But what we cannot permit anymore is that for every single death in the state of Texas, that we have 2,200 people become unemployed. For each person that has lost his or her job, become unemployed due to the coronavirus, it's not just him or her that is being affected. In many instances, they are responsible for children. They may be responsible for parents. They may be responsible for extended family members. The COVID crisis, the coronavirus so-called pandemic in Texas, never materialized. In Dallas, County Judge Clay Jenkins predicted that if we did not follow his measures, heed his measures, that there would be 430,000 deaths in the state of Texas. There have not even been 200,000 deaths worldwide due to the coronavirus. We have taken a solution that has destroyed more people through unemployment, that has the future impact as far as financial instability, creating poverty, creating family destruction, people that are going through depression, some that have committed suicide because they've seen what has happened to their family savings. They don't know what to do with the future. The idea that a governor or that a county judge can say that your business is non-essential is a bunch of garbage. It borders on tyranny. Who is the governor and who is the county judge to say this job is non-essential when your job is very essential to the life, the health, the well-being of your family? Your job is essential to make sure that the people that you owe money to are getting paid. Your job is essential because you need this money in order to save up for the future. We hope that Governor Greg Abbott opens Texas now, but even if he doesn't, in my opinion, we need to just open Texas on our own. We need to have a mass civil disobedience and just go back to work, because we have the obligation, the duty, and the right to work to feed our families and to provide for our loved ones. Thank you very much.